Hey, this is SJ. My son just sent me this video. Um, this is real deep. I'm gonna share this video with you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and come back with my commentary. It's deep. Now, the language the language is a little strong, and disclaimer. But what he's saying is deep.
Flying in on American cities, banging indoors, jacking people out of their houses, zip tying them in the streets naked, and then carting them off in the back of U-Hauls with no warrants or due process like it's a fucking trailer to the newest Call of Duty game. And the worst part is, I gotta watch some of y'all cheer it on like you're watching a fucking football game. And then the cherry on top of it all, I gotta sit here and listen to y'all call yourselves Christians? Bullshit. You don't get to call yourself a Christian and then advocate and fucking laugh when families are torn apart outside of courthouses of people trying to come here the right ways. You don't get to call yourself a Christian and then think it's okay that the highest court in the fucking land just gave a green light to ICE agents to be able to fucking target people because they are brown or speaking Spanish. It makes me sick to my fucking stomach that I gotta be lumped in with you when people think of Christians in this country. It makes me feel physically fucking ill to know that when people think of the loving Christ that I know that gave his life for us, they will think of you instead. You are not Christian. You use Christianity as a shield to hide behind when you need to justify the hate that you have scolded into this world. People tell me all the time, why don't you just shut the fuck up and sing, man? Keep politics out of it. Don't you think I would love to? Don't you think I want to just come on the internet and show you my love songs or my breakup songs that I've been writing? But you got the same phone I got, dog. You're telling me you don't see this shit? When you're laying in bed at night and you're scrolling on your phone and you see the same videos that I see, do you not think to yourself, damn, there's got to be a better way that we can fucking do this? Have we really become this numb to treating human fucking beings like this? I started writing songs about this shit because I'm not oblivious to the platform that I have, and I recognize that my voice could go further than most. I also believe that music is one of the most powerful tools that we will ever have. I knew being a country artist I was going to get some backlash for the things that I was about to say, and I knew that I was risking my career because of it, because I'm a small artist who didn't have a big fan base to fall back on already. But I said the shit anyways with my whole fucking chest, because if you think that I'm going to sit back and watch the America that I love to my fucking core be beaten to its fucking knees without saying a word, then you got me fucked up. And the only regret that I have is not saying something sooner. I would rather my label call me the fuck up and drop me right after posting this video and have no career at all than live in a world where what is happening right now is happening. And I don't say a fucking thing like most of these artists do. So if you gotta leave, I get it. But either way, I want it to be crystal fucking clear what side of history I'm on. Oh, he's crashing out. You want to crash out? Fine.
Yeah, my son just sent me that, and this is deep. He's a country singer. I'm not really into country music, so I'm not really aware of this. I don't know who he is. He must be. Anywho, what this man is saying, he's making some. Even though he's using some foul language, some strong language, what he's saying is so very true. And I've been thinking about that too. I don't know about you guys, but I've been thinking about that too. Like he said, people that call themselves a Christian. You call yourself a Christian. A lot of these folks want to call themselves a Christian. How can you call yourself a Christian and be okay with how they're treating these people? And I thought about that. Like he said, there's got to be a better way for them to do what they're doing. And I did a video speaking out about an older man. I think he was Hispanic, that been here in the United States for years, and the ICE came and got him, and he had been working and living in the United States for years, and ICE came and got him, and his family. That I think his family was trying to get him out, and he wound up dying in custody because he had some health issues that needed to be addressed. And I did a video talking about that, how that was inhumane, how they treated that man, and they should have left that man alone. That man had been living here in the United States for years, and he was working and everything, and he had been here for years. And I'm like, my thought was they should have left him alone. Come on, you know. And yeah, I thought it was very inhumane how they treated that man and how they ignored his health issues. His family was trying to, I believe, his family was trying to advocate for him to get out because he did have some health issues, and they just didn't address his health concerns, and the poor man passed away. So if you call yourself a Christian, or even if you call yourself a believer in Jesus Christ, how in the world can you condone that? How can you condone them treating people like that? Like he said, pulling people away from their families, separating children, little children, from their families and stuff. Now, I do agree that yes, there need to be some regulation. They can't just be coming in here and not getting legal. It's not okay for America to take away our resources and give it to them. There need to be some regulations. Like they need to, you know, they can't just be pouring into this country and not getting legal. I mean, there need to be some type of regulations. They need to be willing to go to work, not just sit there and just suck off the system. They need to be, be required to go to work. They need to agree to work on their citizenship. And then people that's been here for a minute and that is not legal, okay, they need to be like, okay, you got so much time to get legal, and maybe charge them a penalty if they don't get it in so much time. Kind of be on their head about it. Charge them a penalty, or, kind of, you know, make it a requirement, that a legal requirement, that they get their work towards getting their citizenship. So I do agree that yes, we got to do it the right. They have to do it the right way. They have to come here the right way. It can't just be pouring into this country and not, you know, it has to be some regulation, and they have to work towards getting rid of the criminals. There are criminals, immigrant criminals, that are coming here in the United States and they're committing crimes. I thought that's who Donald Trump was. He originally said that's who he's going to try to get out of here. They need to be working towards, because in New York, they got lots of immigrants. They got lots of immigrants over there that are committing crimes. So they need to be working towards getting rid of the criminals, the ones that's coming here illegally and committing crimes. Those are the ones, like that man, that Hispanic man that unalived that black. I forget what city it was in. I think it was in North Carolina. I want to say North Carolina. He unalived, kidnapped the young lady. Went out to get gas one night and um didn't come home. And then the man, I don't know if she got in the man's car or he snatched her and took her home and violated her and unalived her and dumped her in the river. A black, I can't remember what her name was. I was actually gonna do that video and I didn't get around to it. Um, and come to find out, I don't think he was legal, and he had committed a crime before. I'm like, okay, well, Donald Trump, where's ICE in this situation? They're trying to get everybody else. I said, how come ICE didn't pick up this man? How come ICE didn't pick him up? And he had committed a crime before. I'm like, okay, well, how come ICE didn't pick this guy up? How come they didn't peep this guy out before he took somebody's life? So that's what I'm saying. They were supposed to be trying to get rid of the criminals that were here, the illegal immigrant criminals that were coming here in the United States and committing crimes. Those are the ones they should be trying to get rid of. And yes, there does need to be some regulation, but it's inhumane. Like he said, it's inhumane how they treating. How can you call yourself a Christian and be okay about how these people are being treated? I don't know about you guys, but I'm not okay with it. It's not okay. They're separating children from their families. They beating them up. They not they mistreating them. No, and Donald Trump is telling them to do this stuff. Kind of, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. What kind of a human being is this man? Does he this? His heart is black. He has a black heart. He cold as ice. How can you? His heart is cold as ice. How can you? How can you? How can you treat human beings like that? How can you? How can you go along with human beings being treated that way? Because they're all being treated like criminals. Well, they say, well, it is illegal to come here. It is a crime to come here illegally. Yeah, but you don't treat them like that. I'm gonna do another video. I don't have time to do it now, but I'm gonna do another video, um, breaking it down from a biblical perspective. There's a scripture in the Bible, and I'm gonna be basically talking about what are God's views. What are God's views on how immigrants should be treated? It's a real eye opener. I'm gonna do another video. Might do it alongside. Go ahead and do it alongside this one about what are God's views on how immigrants should be treated. There's a scripture in the Bible. So I'm going to read that scripture and I'm going to break it down to what are God's views on immigrants, how we should be treating immigrants. But like he said, if you call yourself a Christian, how can you go along with this? How can you go along with people being human beings, being treated like that, especially children being separated from little babies, being separated from their families? And you see them on there crying and stuff. Nobody in this country would want to be treated that way. Nobody. Because he already got the National Guard down in, they complaining in Chicago because they trying to take away, they trying to arrest black people and stuff down there, I believe. So they protest. I think are they protesting? Yeah. So they trying to do something with black folks. With him sending the national. Yeah, I do think we need to get a handle on the crime in our cities, but yeah, they trying to do something with black people. They trying to arrest up a whole bunch of black people. Stop and frisk. I seen something like that. That's what I seen. It was a video. I didn't click on the video, but they trying to do stop and frisk over there. I think in Chicago. Yeah, illegal search and seizure. Mm-hmm. They trying to do that to black folks. So stop worrying about wigs and bonnets, black people, and start paying attention to what's going on out here. Stop worrying about what black women are doing to their hair and start paying attention to what's happening out here. Because it's getting real out here. It's getting real and it's getting deep. And we need to start praying, and we need to start praying now. Because they treating the immigrants like this. And next thing you know, we're going to look up, they're going to start treating black people like that. Farmers already complaining that because they getting all these illegal immigrants out, that they don't have no help. And you know what that means. They want to get black people in there. Wake up, black people. Y'all worried about the wrong things. Okay, I got to go. Think about what I said. Hit that like and share, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Be blessed.